Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caitlin, and today I'm going to do my June wrap-up. I know I'm a little late, but it's been kind of crazy. So I only read 4 books in June. I have some others that I haven't finished yet, but I have completed 4. So I'm just going to go over the books I read and what I thought about them. And so without further ado, let's talk about books. First I read Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is my second time reading it this year. I read the physical book I think in February when it first came out. I really enjoyed it, but I had heard a lot of people talk about how good the audiobook is, and so in June I read the audiobook, or listened to the audiobook. And it was really enjoyable how they had a whole cast of characters for every character in the book, and so I felt like they were real, and I loved listening to all their voices. It really changes the story when you have all the different characters. I don't have my physical copy of the book. My mom is currently reading it, or has it, and should be reading it soon, so but I really enjoyed the book. So it's about a rock band in the 60s, early 70s, and follow their rise to fame, and then how they're making albums and touring, and then you want to find out what happened that makes the band break up during a tour. And so I just loved seeing all the different perspectives and seeing how things could be miscommunicated and how somebody sees a situation totally different than somebody else. And so I really just enjoyed that book, and I highly recommend it. Next I read Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. So it's a classic, and I've been trying to go through some classics, especially American literature. And so this one is about George and Lenny, who are 2 friends that are going job to job, and I think it's during the time of the Great Depression, and so it's really hard to find work, and so these 2 are sticking together and trying to work and save money to get their own ranch. So I really enjoyed this book. It's only 100 pages, and it was quick and easy. I think this is a really good, easy classic for everyone to read, and I definitely recommend it. Next, I completed The Bride Test by Helen Hoang. This is the companion novel to The Kiss Quotient. You don't have to read this one after the first one, but it is a little better that way. There are some characters in this one that are in the first one that you get introduced to in the first one. I think it is beneficial to read the first one, Kiss Quotient first, and then read The Bride Test. So this one is about Kai, who is on the autism spectrum. So his mom brings him a bride, or somebody that she thinks he should marry, from Vietnam. I love the family dynamics in these books, and how their family will pretty much do anything to help each other out. So this is a really good, quick, contemporary read, and I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend you pick it up. And lastly, in June, I finished A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This book was so good. I did enjoy the first one, A Court of Thorns and Roses. So this follows Feyre after the events that have happened in the first book, and in the beginning you see her really struggling with the things that have happened to her in the previous book, and her mental health, and how she's just trying to get by, and you see her really go from really bad shape to growing so much, and I just really loved this book. I can't wait to pick up the next book, and I definitely recommend you read this series. So that's it. That's all I've read for June. I'm trying to read more now in July, doing better time management and planning my book reading better. So if you have any recommendations for me, please leave them down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!